Hello everyone, MP here, and welcome back to my Newcomer's Guide to Dark Souls Remastered. This is part 17. In the last episode, we ended up completing the New Londo Ruins area. We killed the Four Kings boss. We also cleared out the Valley of the Drakes of its items. We also ended up joining the Dark Wraith Covenant as well. We also, of course, by extension, we sided with Kaith. So in this episode, we're going to be heading down into the catacombs, but before we do that, we're going to go ahead and get some level ups into our gear. So I'm going to go ahead and warp over to the Undead Parish. Now, you do not have to do this for the next several areas. I'm just going to do it now because we have the items now. But these next few areas could definitely be completed without doing these upgrades, but they will make the process a little easier. So we're going to give him the very large ember. We found that in the New Londo Ruins. We're going to modify equipment, and again, you have to modify anytime you're going from 5 to 6 on a weapon, or from 10 to 11 on a weapon. So we're going to go ahead and go from 10 to 11. Then we're going to reinforce the Claymore up to 15. Now it's worth mentioning, I'm doing this with Titanite chunks. Titanite chunks are going to be an item that is kind of rare, but it is dropped by the Dark Wraith knights that you'll fight in the New Londo Ruins, specifically the area that was previously flooded. And then Titanite slabs are very few and far between. However, we did get one from the from the Undead Asylum when we fought the Stray Demon. So that is the one that we currently have. Though you will have access to another one once you save. I shouldn't say save. Once you progress and complete all of Sigmayr's story. So at the end of that, you'll also have the opportunity to get one too. You also have a couple more that you'll get in the game, again based on what you actually accomplish in the game. But the same enemies, the Dark Wraith Knights, also have a chance to drop them, though it's very, very, very small chance. So we're going to use the one that we have so far gotten in order to level up. And then I'm also going to go ahead and reinforce the composite bow. This is going to be our main bow for the rest of the game. And I'm going to need some Titanite. I think I need about 6. Based on how many I had. So we're going to go ahead and level this up to +5. We're going to modify it to get it to +6. And then we're going to reinforce it to +10. Okay. So now we got both weapons leveled up. The next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to go buy some gear, specifically Ornstein's gear from Damahal. Now that our now that we're doing pretty good on health as well as stamina, I do feel it's a good idea to go ahead and switch out this super heavy gear, as well as not having to equip Havel's Ring to use it. And we're going to exchange that for... We're going to exchange that for Ornstein's gear. So to get that, we're going to have to go talk to Damahal. We can drop out over here. Nail this guy in the head with an arrow. Because we're going to be having to jump that here in a moment. And then we're going to go ahead and buy the Ornstein gear. So again, you'll only be able to get the Ornstein gear if Ornstein was the boss that you killed in the Ornstein and Smough fight. And I'm going to go ahead and swap out for his gear, which I think looks absolutely freaking awesome. Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and head down now to the catacombs. Now, in reality, you could go to almost any area in the game at this point. A lot of the areas have around the same level requirements. Rough, I should say, level requirements. We're going to equip the Divine Club, by the way. And I guess I'll go ahead and rest to get back on the rest of my health. So I come in here, and this is Frampt, the other serpent. He's not very happy that you sided with Kaith. So we have the Divine Club right now because the area that we're going to be going into has a bunch of these skeleton enemies, and there are necromancers in this area. So if you do not kill them with this weapon, they will end up being resurrected. Now, you can absolutely get through this area without having to kill them, but I find it's just easier, especially because this place is a little bit of a... what do you call it? It's kind of a maze, in a way. Anyway, for a portion of this area, it is going to be largely... linear. Eventually, though, we're going to be presented with two paths, and we'll basically have to go down those paths, which will split off into other paths. Yeah, that kind of thing. You're going to run into these things, by the way. Not these specific statues, but some of these statues will shoot out spikes at you. So if they do, then you'll want to make sure as you walk past them, you want to hold out your shield. Down here is going to be our first necromancer. They will throw fire at you. That's their main attack. They also have a skull lantern which can be used to illuminate dark areas. You'll actually be guaranteed to get one from one of these guys whenever you kill all of them, though each one that you kill increases your chances of getting it. So a little bit like the symbol of avarice with the mimic chests. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and push this. This will unlock the door back up the path in here. We got a bonfire we can sit at as well. Actually, I kind of skipped out on levels. Let me go ahead and level up all the way. Never want to be carrying around this number of souls. Okay, let's grab a couple levels. We're at 66. Cool. Head back up here. The enemies do still respawn, by the way, after a bonfire. But the ones in this area, this section of this area anyway, won't respawn. So we just opened up this path. Get out your bow. We're going to end up using it to snipe. One of those. So he's dead. The scimitar. These ones have a chance, by the way, to drop that shield that they have. Not a great shield, but a shield. In here, we've got some more skeletons. There's a guy off to your left who's shooting arrows at you, so we're going to try to move past him quickly. And we can't get to him right now. So we're gonna head up this path. This guy should come down to us. Off to the right here, we have a Lucerne. The Lucerne is a quality weapon, however, it only scales to D. It does have like over 100 plus damage though out of the gate, so it's not bad, but definitely not as good as what we currently have. Got a falchion. Down here, by the way, is nothing. Got a soul item over here. This is where we're going to be going. If you look out this way, this is where that guy was shooting arrows at us a minute ago. So that goes back. Out here you're going to see this platform. We're going to go ahead and shoot the guy who's back there. There is a Necro back there. We can also shoot these guys, and they'll probably end up falling off the platform. Did not disappoint there. Oh, that one's not gonna die. He ended up landing there. That's pretty impressive, actually. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and head this way. We got these things that are exploding. Just block them. This is one of those ones that has spikes that comes out. That, by the way, is their parry. You can do jump attacks, though, with parries. We're going to push this, and this will open the platform over there for us to cross. Here we have a soul item. This, by the way, is Patches. We'll be talking to him here in a few minutes. He's both a vendor as well as he's a jerk. So this thing that was dropped on the ground, this is the Skull Lantern. Again, there are 5 or 6 of these things. I think there's 5 in this area, and we have to. Once we kill all of them, we're guaranteed to get it, but you do have a chance to get it early. Anyway, so at this point, we're going to go ahead and head right, drop down here, top off on your health, and we've got some crystal lizards. So if they disappear like they did on me, we're going to go ahead and quit and hit continue, and you'll probably only be able to kill one at a time. They're pretty fast to fade away. So there's one. And again, they don't respawn after you kill them, so... But they will respawn if you don't kill them, if they disappear, by winning the game and starting it again. Alright. So keep holding out your shield. We got a lot more of these things. So we're going to head up the ladder, and then we're going to drop down here. You should recognize this. We were just here. And he finally found his way back up. So now we're going to go straight. Off to the right, we have an enemy spawning. Off to the right, we have one of these things that's going to try to stab you. Just get the item. Couple enemies spawning. We're about to open this path. There's that round shield. For now, just head down. I like to bait this enemy to come up to us because I often will end up getting knocked off. Come on. Did he fall? He may have fell. Okay. Anyway, we got another of these guys here. We're gonna push this. We're gonna go ahead and head up and enter the door that just opened. Make a left. And now we are outside where Trusty Patches was, and he just pulled the lever again, so that has moved. Past here, by the way, is one of these things that's going to stab you, but we also have a secret bonfire here. So, block and then roll forward. I would recommend resting at that bonfire, by the way. Next, we're going to come up here. We're going to go ahead and talk to Patches. He's going to ask us if we are a cleric. He does not like clerics. And I talk to him until he repeats himself. So as you try to go across this, he is going to try to kill you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try my best to make this jump. There we did. And as you can see, he just twisted it, so. But we are here. We want to be here. If you die, you'll at least spawn back up there, and your death pile will not be on the bridge. It'll be further back that way. For now, though, drop in here. Don't go down, because this is basically where we already were. Take a left for the Great Scythe. And then we got two graves. Left one has a drop. And so now we have basically a choice of where we want to go. We got a few places we can go. We're going to go ahead and take the path behind us, though, after we get this guy to blow off his steam. Okay. So before we go any further, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to our Claymore. We're about to fight a Titanite Demon. This is the strongest one yet, but we're also doing a hell of a lot of damage at this point. So we're going to be able to knock this guy out pretty easily, I think. Though, you can still avoid him if you're having struggles with him, but I don't think you will. Look at all that damage. Ooh, we are doing an insane amount of damage to this guy. Nice. So we got a Demon Titanite. We're going to head down here. This is an Eye of Death. 3 to be specific. So, I talked about Eyes of Death whenever we got them in the depths previously. Eyes of Death are tied to the covenant that we are about to join, the Gravelord Covenant. You have to have some on you, and once you have some on you, we're going to rest in this coffin. So hang out in this coffin for I don't know, 15 seconds or so, and we're going to be transported to Gravelord Nito's boss arena. However, we're not going to be fighting Gravelord Nito yet. We'll actually just be given the opportunity to join the Gravelord Covenant, which is our goal. Alright, so now we are in the Tomb of the Giants. And no, you cannot kill him here. Though he is someone who you will eventually have to kill. We're going to go ahead and say yes to join his covenant. And now we are a member of the Gravelord Covenant. He's going to give you a sword, a pretty nice sword in fact. He's also going to give you a miracle. Now, the idea behind this is that whenever you use an Eye of Death, it will basically spawn phantom enemies inside the worlds of other players. And one Eye of Death means one spawned in one person's in one person's world. Now, you can use up to 3 of them at a time. And what that will do is you will become basically a summon pad. So wherever you are walking around in the world, you'll end up being a summon pad, and wherever you are in the world, other people will see phantoms in the location that you're in. So if you find that summon pad, again, it will move periodically as the person who is the Gravelord moves. You can examine it, and then you can fight and invade that person's world. As long as the Gravelord wins the battle, you'll get Eyes of Death in return. So, and then you can offer Eyes of Death to Gravelord Nito here in order to get items key to the Covenant. So, if that's something that you're interested in, another part of the PvP Covenant list. And again, becoming a member of the Covenant, I think, is important, especially the PvP Covenants, in your first playthrough, because we're eventually going to have to kill him, but you will remain a member of the Covenant, even into New Game Plus, without having to go back through this process. Alright, so now we are back. We're going to go ahead and head towards the exit. However, we're going to take a quick detour over here. And around the corner we have a large soul item. We also have some enemies coming here. I'm going to go ahead and switch out... Oops. Switch out for the Divine Club. Okay, that's it. So we're going to head down here. You'll notice there are these pads on the ground here. Don't step on them yet. We're actually going to come back for them here in a minute. For now, we're going to go ahead and head down here. So we have another Necromancer to deal with. This, by the way, leads to an open area with a bunch of bone wheels. We'll be going there later, but for now, we're going to go ahead and head back. Okay, so before you drop down here, know that you're going to take some damage. In addition, the enemy sometimes will get in a shot at you before you finish your landing, so I'm going to recommend that you top off your health even if you're pretty close to full health. As you land, hold out your shield. We're also going to go ahead and switch over to the Claymore. The enemy we're about to face is a Black Knight. This one has a Great Axe, and it's a really nice weapon, in fact, if you get the drop for it. Again, hold out your shield as we drop down. And we just barely missed it. Anyway, the usual. Backstab and jump attack worked on these guys, and we did not get his weapon. So sad. Very good weapon, though. Anyway, we're going to get a soul item, and then we're going to basically drop down here, and we're going to head back towards the, what do you call it? The place that we were just going down. So drop off here, drop down, and I always get my directions mixed up here. I think it's to the right. Yeah, it looks like it's to the right. So those are the bone wheels, by the way. And now we're going to go ahead and head back up. And we're going to go ahead and exit here. We've done everything in this particular section. So next we're going to go ahead and head right. And let me go ahead and equip the... Oops. Divine Club again. A lot of these guys don't do much damage. Again, the biggest thing to worry about in this place is gravity. I think I said it before, that gravity is the single most common thing that's going to kill you in this game. Anyway, we're heading around here. More skellies. So if we head up, this is actually where that jerk ended up, what do you call it? Shifting away the thing, so don't worry, we'll be going back around there to talk to him again. Tell him how big of a jerk he is. For now, though, we're going to head in here. So, enemy right there. I usually jump attack him. Other enemy down here. Head up here to kill this guy who's shooting arrows at us. So this guy looks intimidating. He's not nearly as intimidating as he seems, though. And this is the Dark Moon Seance Ring. So this is going to be key to fighting Gwendolyn and Anor Londo. It will unlock a secret entrance to him as well as his Covenant. So we'll be joining his Covenant as well as killing him. Though that will obviously make his Covenant kind of a moot concept. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and head into this broken out section here. And we're going to head up this path. And we've got the last one. That, by the way, drops back down to the entrance. We're going to go ahead and just climb up here. Hold out your shield as you come through here. We got a miracle here. And we're going to drop down here. And now we are in an area that you should recognize from earlier. Okie dokie. We can actually equip now the Claymore for all the rest of this area. They're all dead now. And you'll know it's working because the enemies will actually give you souls when you kill them with this weapon. So now we are back out over the area that Patches is in. We're going to go ahead and see him. I usually just roll off of here at this point. You can go all the way in there if you want to and go the long way around, but I'm going to go ahead and do this. So talk to Patches. He's going to tell you he didn't cause you any trouble by chance. Yes, you did. He will give you a humanity. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and head back into here, grab ourselves a bonfire. We're going to do some drops, by the way, so go ahead and level up if you can. If you want, you can also reverse hollowing. We're going to end up having a helper for the boss. However, you don't need help for this boss, but I'm going to go ahead and show you it anyway. A guy named Leroy will help us with this boss. So, kindle that if you want to. You shouldn't need it, though. Oh. Let me go ahead and push the thing to give us our path back. If you won't let you push it, just press the Y button, and you'll notice that there is the ability to toggle. So now you have full access to this area. Alright, so what we're going to do next is avoid those. And you'll see the summon pad down there. So we're going to go back around. Now we can drop off there. However, this is a pretty steep drop, so just be careful when you make this drop. There we go. Large soul item. We'll go ahead and top off. Grab Paladin Leroy. And then we can drop off here for another item. Priest gear and a mace. And you'll notice Leroy's going to drop off. He'll go tackle all of these bone wheels for you if you want him to, which is probably the most beneficial use for him. Now the other thing that's around here that I'm going to show you is... Ugh. Hate these damn things. You hear some clinking back there. That is actually another blacksmith. So I'm gonna go kill Pinwheel first, and then we'll go get the blacksmith. Where did Leroy go? Oh, he's already down here. So this boss is an absolute joke, as long as you are fast with it. You're going to take some damage falling down. So consider topping off. Otherwise, though, I'm just going to two-hand him. Don't worry about the copy. Worry about the original. And he's already dead. So we now have the right of kindling. You may now kindle beyond the normal limit. Don't forget this item, by the way. This is the Mask of the Mother. There are 3 total masks, and you will get 2 randomly. You'll be able to acquire the other 2 later. For now, head up here, and you're going to notice when we get up to the top of this that this is incredibly dark. So we're going to be coming here later. You'll see this shortcut ahead thing. Just follow the wall here. And there's an item back here. As well as a drop out of Pinwheel's boss room. So the last thing we're going to do is unlock the blacksmith, because there's a save point right next to the blacksmith. Save point. I keep wanting to call them save points. There's a bonfire. A bonfire, I say. So we're going to work our way back. And we're going to head up here. Ow. If you want the other bonfire, head up there. Otherwise, though, we are... Oh, God. I almost walked off there. Okay. So, we're going to go ahead and head down here. Is there another enemy up there? Yes, there is. Aye. Okay. So head all the way down here, and you'll notice that there's an item down there. Don't roll, just do a full walk. Make sure to top off your health if you feel you need to. If you roll, though, you're going to bounce off of these kind of things, so just walk. Just walk. And then drop in here. So this is our blacksmith. He can do magic-related stuff. As well as, I think, occult. Anyway, he has opened a path for you. This is the other side of that area that we heard him doing stuff. Well, that's funny looking. So he doesn't like the kind of ember that we currently have, but he can do modifications. In this case, he can make fire weapons. He can do, of course, all the standard stuff. He cannot do the... He does not have, obviously, the very large ember or the large ember, so he's not going to be able to do anything like modify gear from 5 to 6, modify gear from 10 to 11, but he can do other reinforcements. He can also repair your gear, of course, but at this stage of the game, we can repair our own gear. Anyway, he's got some homeward bones, he's got titanite shards, he's got the armor smith box, which I'll go ahead and buy at this point. And then he's got an assortment of arrows and bolts. Nothing particularly special at this stage. Anyway, we're going to grab the bonfire, head back to Firelink Shrine. And that, I think, is going to wrap it for this episode. Let me grab a level. And we're going to warp to Firelink Shrine. Alrighty, so with the catacombs out of the way, we can now kindle bonfires up to 20. So I'll go ahead and kindle the one at Firelink. Again, we do want to be, I wouldn't say super conservative about them, but definitely not waste all of your humanity. And I say that because we still want to use 30 humanity towards freeing Solaire, who is going to end up getting in a pickle a little later. Though there is a way around it, so if you absolutely need them, I will show you a way to still complete Solaire's quest, while still accomplishing, you know, the use of all the bonfires, basically, and kindling them all if you want to. That being said, though, in the next episode, we're going to start looking at some of the other locations. We're probably going to go to the Painted World of Ariamis in the next couple of episodes. We're going to be heading to actually kill the Hellkite Drake, because we are doing plenty of damage to do that at this point, though he only gives us about 10,000 souls, but it's something fast that we can accomplish, so we'll probably do that in the next episode, probably go to the Painted World in the next episode as well. But other than that, thank you everybody for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.